Hello there, sports fans of YouTube. Welcome to my video. It's Sunday, January 29th. It's about 6:30 Pacific time here. I just witnessed the 49ers get steamrolled by the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFC Championship game. And congratulations to the Eagles. They played much better than the 49ers did. I thought we would have to keep Brock Purdy healthy to win this game. That didn't happen. I thought we'd have to win the turnover battle or at least remain neutral in the turnover battle to win this game. That didn't happen. So my hat's off to the Eagles. Congratulations on your trip to the Super Bowl. And I think you guys will probably be the favorites whether you play Cincinnati or Kansas City. But alas, this video is not about the Eagles. It's not even necessarily about the 49ers. It's about Kyle Shanahan. And my friends and family who are watching this are probably laughing right now because I have been for years since Super Bowl 54 when the 49ers lost to the Chiefs saying that Kyle Shanahan is a choke artist. And before you totally dismiss me, because I know he's had success in this league, allow me to present my evidence here. Okay? Let's look at Exhibit A. Super Bowl 51. We're going to be talking about situational play here, and we're going to be asking ourselves if someone who's not a choke artist would make these decisions, or is it the decisions of a choke artist? So Kyle Shanahan was indeed the offensive coordinator for the Atlanta Falcons at this time, so he's not the head coach, so we can't totally drill him for everything here, but he had a major role to play in this 28-3 debacle. So check it out. Exhibit A, Super Bowl 51. The situation is this. New England has 20 points. Atlanta has 28. It's the fourth quarter with 4 minutes remaining. 2nd and 11. Atlanta has the ball at the New England 23-yard line. So keep in mind, they're up by 8 points. There's 4 minutes remaining in the ball game, right? Let's see. If you were an offensive genius, which is what I keep hearing people say about Kyle Shanahan, he's an offensive genius. If you're an offensive genius, you're up by 8 points with 4 minutes remaining in the Super Bowl, 2nd and 11 on the 23-yard line of your opponent, well within field goal range. Do you A, call a conservative run play? Do you B, call a conservative pass play for maybe some short yardage? Or do you C, go deep? Shotgun set, telegraphing that you're passing it, allowing the defenders to pin their ears back and come after your quarterback. Well, he decides to go deep. Because when the simple, basic play would work, Kyle Shanahan likes to be the contrarian and make the risky, crazy play. He goes deep. New England defense sacks Atlanta quarterback Matt Ryan for negative 12 yards. Goes back to the 35-yard line. Now you add 17 yards. So now it was a 40-yard field goal. Now you're looking at a 52-yard field goal. Okay, that's pretty tough. What's the result? After some other plays occurred, Atlanta is forced to punt the ball on 4th and 33 with 3 minutes and 38 seconds remaining from their own 45-yard line. So there was 4 minutes remaining. 2nd and 11, you can run the ball twice for no yardage and still drain off 80 seconds of the play clock. Instead, they decided to get fancy with Kyle Shanahan's hands at the reins, and guess what happens? Atlanta forced to punt on 4th and 33. Oh, they only drained 22 seconds off the clock from their 45-yard line. You know the rest. Here's the box score of the game. 0-0 after the first quarter, 21-3 after the second quarter, 28-9 after the third quarter. Oh no. Tie game after the fourth quarter. 0 points put up by the Atlanta offense. Even 3 would have put the game out of reach. Oh, wait. I thought you were in a position to get 3. Overtime, 6-0. New England 34, Atlanta 28. Final. Ooh. That one hurt. Let's see if he can recover. Let's look at Exhibit B. Super Bowl 54. Now Kyle Shanahan's the head coach of the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the situation. San Francisco's leading 20-10. It's the fourth quarter, 10 minutes, 37 seconds remaining. 1st and 10 at the San Francisco 38-yard line. San Francisco has the ball. At this point, the 49ers were running the ball for 6.4 yards per carry. Let me repeat that. It's the fourth quarter with 10 and a half minutes remaining. You're running the ball for 6.4 yards per carry. You're up by 10, and you have the ball close to midfield. If you're an offensive genius, do you A, run it 3 times with the potential to, drain 120 seconds off the clock and maybe even get a first down since you're running it for 6.4 per? Do you B, run it once and throw it twice? Do you C, run it twice and throw it once? Or do you D, throw it 3 times? San Francisco throws it behind Kyle Shanahan's decision-making 2 times, runs it once for a net of -1 yards gained. I realize the offensive coordinator makes some of these calls too, but if you're the head coach at this part of the game, you have to vet every single play that comes through. You have to be okay with it, right? So he's still the head coach. I still give him the majority of the blame, not the offensive coordinator. Result: San Francisco forced to punt on 4th and 11 with 9 minutes remaining. They just had it 1st and 10 with 10 minutes, 37 seconds remaining at the 38-yard line, running it at will. But now they're punting it 4th and 11 with 9 minutes remaining from the 37-yard line. So they got -1 yard. Sounds like an offensive genius. You know the rest. Here's the box score of the game. 7-3 Kansas City after the first quarter. It's a tie 10-point ball game after the second quarter at halftime. 49ers have a 10-point lead going into the fourth quarter. Wow, 20-10. Oh, wait, they gave up 21 and they didn't score a single point in the fourth quarter. Whoa, that's kind of, wow. Final score, Kansas City 31, San Francisco 20. Ooh, that smells poopy. Yeah. I guess a pattern might be developing here. Here's Exhibit C. The 2022 NFC title game. Has the offensive genius, Kyle, has he learned his lesson? Let's see here. Here's the situation. 49ers lead 17-14. Fourth quarter, 11 minutes and 23 seconds remaining. Kind of like a pattern's developing here. San Francisco ball at the LA 44-yard line. 2nd and 1 yard to go. Sounds like a tremendous opportunity for an offensive genius to get us that first down, drain more clock, maybe put us in a position to score a touchdown, maybe just at least go ahead by 6 with a field goal, something, something. So does an offensive genius on 2nd and 1 yard to go from the opponent's 44-yard line, on the other side of midfield from your side of the field, does he A, pick up the first down on 2nd and 1 yard to go? Does he B, pick up the first down on 3rd and 2 yards to go? Does he C, go for it on 4th and 2 yards to go from the 45-yard line? Or does he D, none of the above? Well, it's actually D, none of the above. The 49ers can't gain 1 yard with 3 tries. The result: San Francisco takes an intentional delay of game penalty after failing to draw LA offsides. They tried to go with the hard snap. It didn't work. They wanted to move back anyway to give their punters some more room to punt the ball. Okay. San Francisco forced to punt with 10 minutes and 1 second left from midfield. You know the rest. Check out the box score. 0-0 ball game after the first quarter. 10-7 49ers lead at halftime. Oh, after the third quarter, is it a 17-7 game? So we got a 10-point lead going into the fourth quarter. I could have swore that wasn't it against Kansas City? We had a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter with only 10 minutes remaining. Oh, so we had a 10-point lead. 13-0 in the fourth quarter. 0 points. 0. So against the Patriots as the offensive coordinator, as an offensive genius, 0 points. Against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, offensive genius, 0 points. Oh, then in the game against the Rams, NFC Championship game, Big game. On your way to the Super Bowl, maybe. Got a 10-point lead. Up, 0. Up, they got 13. Final score, Rams 20, 49ers 17. That's pretty poopy. Ooh, I smell something. It doesn't smell too good. Did you soil yourself, Kyle? How about this? Exhibit D. Now this one, listen, this game got away from the 49ers, and in my opinion, it got away on this play. Momentum can change on a dime in the NFL, and especially when you're on the road, you cannot allow plays like this to go against you, especially, when you're probably not the favored team anyway. So 2023 NFC title game, that happened today. Situation is this: 49ers 0, Philadelphia Eagles 0. It's the first quarter, 10 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Philadelphia is driving, but their drive stalls out. It's 4th and 3 at the 49ers 35-yard line. Philly has the ball. They are going to go for it. I got to give them credit. That was a ballsy, they didn't even want to kick the field goal. There was a little bit of wind going on. They thought, hey, we're going to go for it. It's a big risk, but I guess their coach might be an offensive genius because even though it's 4th and 3, remember Kyle had 2nd and 1, but he couldn't get the first down. 3rd and 2, couldn't get it. 4th and 2, no, they're going to go for it on 4th and 3. So here's what happened. Hurts makes a nice play to escape pressure, throws a catchable pass to Smith, who seems to make a phenomenal one-handed catch. 1st and goal, Philadelphia from the San Francisco 6-yard line. So if you're a good coach and you see a guy make the most seemingly inexplicable catch, he's reached out, he's fully extended, he's going to the ground with one arm on the ball. You're telling me that you think he secured the ball didn't hit the ground at all, didn't rattle at all, and through the completion of the catch, the process of the catch, he maintained possession of that ball. You see the Eagles rushing to the line of scrimmage. You think you might want to see, here's the risk versus reward ratio here. So it's the risk is that you do lose a timeout. The risk is that you do lose a challenge of which you only have 2 to fail on before you run out of challenges. So there is some risk. You lose a timeout, you lose a challenge. The reward is you literally get the ball on your own 35-yard line, a turnover on downs. And the risk is they get the ball 1st and goal on the 6-yard line. So you think it might be a time to, roll the dice and gamble, right? Any coach with any sense. I was watching the game. I'm like, well, they're going to challenge that play. There's no way they're not challenging that. And then I see the Eagles getting to the line. I think, okay, the flag's going out on the field soon, the red flag from Kyle Shanahan. He's going to throw that on the field. You have to challenge. You just have to. You just have to challenge that play. San Francisco does not challenge. Result: Philadelphia rushes to the line of scrimmage, snaps the ball quickly. Philadelphia scores a touchdown on 2nd and goal, 7-0 Philadelphia. After several replays, the Smith catch is shown to be an incomplete pass. You know the rest. Now, obviously, this game got away from the 49ers. They got stomped 31-7, right? But anyone who watched the game saw how it got away from them. I'm a big believer in the butterfly effect in a lot of things in life, and especially in sports. One occurrence can lead to a ton of other occurrences opening up. One thing that happens or doesn't happen can change the entire outcome of the game and the entire flow, the entire play calling, everything. So I'm a firm believer of if he challenged this play, the 49ers take over, turnover on downs at their own 35-yard line, I'm thinking there's a pretty damn good chance that Purdy doesn't get hurt and we at least have a chance to win this game. I think there's a really, really good likelihood that we still lose the game, Philadelphia. Their pass rush is absolutely phenomenal. Their offense is great. Their defense is great. They're just a really good team. And I think that in a vacuum, the Niners were going to lose this game at least 6 times out of 10, 5.5 times out of 10. My opinion is that Kyle Shanahan opened Pandora's box. He loves to tempt fate. He loves to be in that situation. Oh, what was it again? That situation, right? 4th quarter, 4 minutes left, 2nd and 11. You're in field goal range. You can go up by 11. Oh, let's go with a shotgun set and throw it to the end zone. And he had the audacity after the game to throw his running back who missed the block under the bus saying, well, we had Julio Jones wide open in the end zone for a touchdown. It's like, You didn't mention how it was dumb to call the play in the first place, you know? You didn't mention that. You decided to go deep. Kind of blew up in your face. So I'm thinking, if the risk is that, hey, you lose a timeout, you lose a challenge, if I'm the head coach, you're just going to have to show me that you caught that ball. You know what I mean? You have to prove it to me through replays because you know exactly how fickle the catch process can be in football. You have to make, you have to do all these qualifying actions in order to secure the ball in the eyes of the league's rules. So I'm thinking as a coach, if you're a good coach, you're going to be challenging that play. I'm thinking that, and I'm thinking that if you challenge that play and it's clearly been shown to be an incomplete pass and we take over right there instead of being down 7-0, the entire game plan has changed. The entire strategy changes. And I'm just thinking that, the butterfly effect comes into play there. And there's a good chance your quarterback doesn't get injured. Your third string quarterback, you really can't afford to get injured. And another thing is what I'm thinking of is like, if you're an offensive genius, Kyle Shanahan, you think that you could just employ the Tom Brady strategy where you just do a 2-step, 3-step, quick little drop, 4-step drop, boom, get that ball to Kittle, boom, get that ball to Deebo Samuel, boom, get that ball to Ayuk, little dump off to McCaffrey. You think that like the coach would put his third string quarterback who's a rookie in a position to win by just keeping it simple? He likes to do all these like fake pitches and end around reverses and these play action passes where your quarterback's in a position to take a hit. I just think that he needs to simplify the game. I think that Kyle Shanahan has a terminal case of overthinking a very simple situation and costing his team wins. There's no reason why you should be going deep in Exhibit A. There is no reason when you're running it for 6.4 yards a carry against Kansas City in the Super Bowl in Exhibit B to not run the ball 3 times right here. 1st and 10 from our own 40-yard line almost. Run it 3 times, drain a bunch of clock. Maybe you get some first downs. Maybe you do that. I don't know. Maybe don't blow a 10-point lead where you score 0 points in the fourth quarter again. So let's look at this as a pattern. 0 points in the fourth quarter. Okay. Oh, okay. What about this one? 0 points in the fourth quarter. Okay. What about this one against the Rams? Oh, right. 0 points in the fourth quarter. Yeah. Oh, right, yeah. I mean, obviously this game was already out of... But another 0. 0 in the fourth quarter. 4 really, really, really important games. Lots of mistakes made there by the head coach. But he's an offensive genius. Or is he just the beneficiary of nepotism in the NFL? Like, your daddy was somebody, so now you get to be somebody. Now you get a job. You get all these doors opened for you. You see it with Al Davis's son, right? What is he, Mark Davis? You see it there. He doesn't really give off the impression of a competent owner. Mike Shanahan, great coach, Hall of Famer. His son, Kyle, raised in football locker rooms, given every opportunity, given the opportunity to be a coordinator. Good for him. I think he designs good plays. I don't think he knows exactly when to call the right play. I think he has a really bad problem of overthinking the situation, getting fancy when you got to be simple. He might even have a case of the yips, where he's been traumatized so many times here by just crapping away golden opportunities to win Super Bowls. He might just have to overthink things because he just is so... his confidence has to be shattered, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's the most confident guy, but he just doesn't exude the leadership qualities I look for in a coach. To me, just doesn't. I think of him as a coordinator. I think of him as a hired nerd that you get to dial up plays, like write them up. Maybe call him as an offense coordinator, maybe, but I think he should just be writing plays. I don't know. I'm going to end this video here. Thank you for watching. What do you think? Is Kyle Shanahan just unlucky? Or is there enough evidence, enough body of work to show that he just chokes? I think he's a choke artist. I can't wait for all my friends and family who know me, who I've been talking about them for years, ad nauseum. They can't even stand probably hearing it anymore. I've been saying, this guy's a choker. It's going to choke again. Anyway, enjoy football for the rest of the season. Good luck to your teams if they're still in it. Should be a good Super Bowl, whether it's Philadelphia versus Kansas City, whether it's Philadelphia versus Cincinnati. Personally, I'm rooting for the Bengals to go all the way. They've never won a Super Bowl, so I'm rooting for them. And I hope you have a good night. I hope you enjoyed the video.